guys, welcome to this week's episode of The Garage. I'm Brian.
I'm Ed.
And apologies, Ed had some personal things to do last week, so we took a weekend off from making videos, so we're back on it. And just to let y'all know, if you're looking for the latest video, the last video we made, it will be up eventually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this time I think there'll be probably 4 videos.
yeah, they'll probably be like four. But this video, I just joined a group, and I promised the lady running the group that I would give them a shout out, because this particular group is about fighting against pedophiles, child sex trafficking. And the group's called The Worst Traffic is Sex Traffic. I'm not going to say who runs it because I haven't asked her if I can have permission to put her name out there.
Yeah.
But she's a sister in the Lord, and she's very passionate about what she does in defending children.
Yes.
And I think it's an amazing group. I checked them out personally, vetted them, and they are a very good group. The name of the group Facebook is The Worst Traffic is Sex Traffic. You might check them out, join the group, help any way you can by sharing posts, by showing up. October 11th at noon, there will be a meeting in Franklin on the courthouse square for all who want to attend, and it's in support of our law enforcement and the fight against child sex trafficking. And this group, I'm going to tell you what, they have posted some videos, and I'm not ashamed to say this. I mean, we're men, but we have emotions too. God give us a heart. And they posted a video, and it had images and video in it that I watched the whole thing. And God called me to be a watchman. I mean, sometimes you got to watch the kind of stuff.
Yep.
And when I seen a picture of a little girl that couldn't have been more than 4 years old, dressed in an outfit that a 4-year-old got no business being dressed in, with a big, fat, naked guy with blurred parts, thank God. Or I see pictures of other places where they're trafficking these children. And now we have the U.S. Marshals who have rescued well over 100 kids in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Child sex trafficking, plus brought down these pedophile scumbags. Guys, they're all over the internet, and we can't stress this enough. Do not post pictures of your children. I don't care if they're teenagers. I don't care if they're little kids, especially all the way up to teenagers. Don't post them. These people are out here, and that's like a smorgasbord menu for these people.
I haven't told you this yet. It hit home a little bit for me this week. It's hit home anyway because it's kids, and it's just, we've been talking about it forever.
Yeah.
But at work, we had a guy, one of our line haul drivers at my job, get arrested for pedophilia. For 6 years now, he's been molesting the same kid, and she's 11 now. So
She was 5.
Yeah. 5 or 6 years, I don't know the exact whole story, but I've talked to this guy.
He's never going to come back.
No, he's not, because he won't make it to the door.
No.
Because I'm in line with the other guys.
Yeah.
We're like, no.
See, this is case in point.
That's what I'm like. Yes. So if you're like, this is bad, this is just California. No. It's in your own backyard, man.
Yeah, California just passed a law. I think it's SB 154, 145, whatever it is. Leave a comment below and let me know what the number is. It's SB something. And now, and I guarantee you Gavin Newsom is probably going to sign it because he's a scumbag too. But anyways, if somebody's within 10 years of the age of the person that they've, let's just say it, molested, they won't get put on a sex offender registry list. They won't be listed as a pedophile.
Yeah, if they're within 10.
If they're within 10. So let me see if I got this straight. If an 18-year-old gets a hold of an 8-year-old, they won't be put on a sex offenders registry list. Is that about right? If a 21-year-old gets a hold of an 11-year-old, and so on and so forth. And California right now is burning.
Yeah.
They passed that bill, and now they got wildfire everywhere. You can't tell me God's not judging them.
Yeah.
They're one of the largest producers of pornography in the world, California. And now they're allowing pedophiles. They allow people to marry a freaking tricycle if they want. Men to marry men and crap. You can't tell me God's judgment is not upon that state.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I saw a video the other day of this person shoots, and I followed them a little bit because they, watching how they tactically shoot and all this stuff. They stepped out, Reading maybe, I'm not for sure where they live, but they stepped outside and took a video of, this is what our night sky looks like today, and it's just orange, red orange.
Yeah.
It's like, are you living in a furnace?
That I posted of the clouds above California.
Yeah, that's what the info. Yeah.
It was it looked like a scene from hell. Okay, the cloud. It was dark. The clouds. And there was like a red glow everywhere.
Yep.
Okay, California. Let me tell you something. The Bible says the rain falls on the righteous and the unrighteous. Okay. So if you are a righteous person, if you are a Christian in California, get out.
Yeah.
Okay? Get out, because California is overrun with socialists, pedophiles, Satanists,
The
Luciferians.
angels are there with Lot, begging them to leave the
Yes.
city.
Yeah. So just like the angels begged Lot to leave the city, we're begging you, Christians, if you have a means and a way, if you have family outside of the state of California, if you can work together, get out.
Yeah.
Get out while you can, because pretty soon they're not going to let you leave.
No.
They're going full bore 1984 George Orwell, okay? And they're allowing stuff that should never be allowed. Now, I made a post, and I've made the post several times on Facebook, and I don't know any guy out there that I know, whether it's somebody I'm acquainted with on Facebook, or whether it's a brother that I'm sitting right next to that'll disagree with this statement. But I'm going to say it, and I'm going to put it on notice, and I don't care if you do or whoever else has a problem with it. I don't care. But as a man, if I catch someone hurting a child, I'm going to be honest with you, that a meeting with the Almighty will be arranged. It's time for the men of this country to stand up and push back. Okay, we've got people rioting, looting, killing folks, attacking them, dragging them out of their car, and beating them up. We've got pedophiles calling themselves MAPs, minor attracted persons. I'm sorry, they're folding themselves into the LGBTQRST, whatever they call themselves, trying to fight for equal treatment. You know what? I'm going to give you equal treatment, okay? I got a cure for pedophilia. It's called abortion. Okay? And I'm not going to stand idly by. So I'm going to put a challenge out there on this video. Every guy out there, October 11th at noon, be downtown Franklin, Indiana, on the courthouse square with this group that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. We'll make sure we put a link in the description for them so you can find their Facebook page, okay? But men, if you are truly in fact men and men of God, you will show up and you will defend the innocent. It's time for men in this country to stand up. I am tired. I can speak for Ed too. We're tired of watching innocent children be murdered, abducted, sexually abused, and we're done watching it.
And aborted.
And aborted. Thank God. Thank you. All lives matter. Okay? All lives matter. Baby lives matter. Okay? And the largest number of babies that are aborted, murdered in this country are black babies. Black lives matter. Where are you? You'll protest and say defund the police and all this crap, but where are you when a 5-year-old boy gets shot in the face in front of his sisters? Don't see you there. I don't see you down in New Orleans. I don't see you down in the states that got hit by a hurricane helping the black community down there. Where you at? You're fighting, rioting, and looting. You and Antifa. Let me tell you something. Now, I can't say it any straighter than this. There's two stories. One, you keep poking the hornet's nest, eventually the hornets are going to come out and you're not going to like what you get. And two, the story of a little boy that cried wolf. He cried wolf so many times that the townspeople got fed up with it and they quit showing up. And then finally one day, the wolf showed up. Okay? I'm tired of hearing about white privilege, systemic racism, and crap. The only racism we got is you. It's a very small percentage of people in this country that are that stupid now. That would be white. Okay? They're so small, they're irrelevant. They're dinosaurs. They're dying out. Because as the next generation comes along, they keep learning better ways. So the racism is now coming from Antifa and Black Lives Matter. And if we see these protests, a lot of them are white. Anybody? Let me explain this to better like this. To you virtue signaling snowflakes. Okay, Andy and Brandy Tifa, as Stephen likes to call them. You guys are about to get a rude awakening because you're pushing us to the point where we're going to have to say, you know what? It's time to spank you. And you're not going to like the spanking you're going to get. Because there's a lot of American patriots. So far, this year, we've got over 5 million new gun owners.
Yep.
Add that to the 70 million plus that are out there. You know, Black Lives Matter, Antifa said there's nothing left in the cities, let's hit the suburbs. Well, we saw how that went. When they got to the suburbs, everybody was standing outside their housing addition with rifles and handguns and cops. Okay? All lives matter. Blue lives matter. We support law enforcement. As long as they're constitutional oath keepers, we support law enforcement. I will stand by my police officer. This is my home state. This is my hometown. I don't care if anybody knows. I live in Greenwood, Indiana. And we got one of the best police departments in the state of Indiana right here. You don't see videos up on the news doing stuff they shouldn't do. You don't see videos on YouTube of them doing stuff they shouldn't do. They're good men and women. And I will stand by them.
I was saying you ain't going to beat them up in front of me.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I am not going to stand idly by and watch our law enforcement get degraded, harassed, and attacked. And I'm not going to stand idly by while children are attacked and murdered and brutally sexually abused and stuff. I'm not going to do it.
Nope.
So men, if you're out there, if you're a real man, October 11th at noon, Franklin Courthouse, be there. Real men are going to show up for this. I'm going to be there. Are you? You know, yeah, I'm going to say this was a bit of an aggravating sounding video. Like,
It's all right.
you know? But men should be getting upset.
Yes.
They should be getting mad.
Yeah.
There's a difference between worldly anger and righteous anger.
Yeah.
It's like the video we did talking about when to draw the sword.
Yeah.
We do not draw the sword in anger or in vengeance. We draw it in the defense of those who cannot defend themselves.
Yeah.
And by God, we will draw the sword in defense of others,
Yeah.
if need be.
Like that great video that's floating around right now with the guy at the restaurant. The guy jumped over and tried to grab that little girl.
Oh man,
Rear naked choke, put him down.
Yep.
Put his hooks in.
yeah, I don't know who that man was,
was.
but God bless you.
Yep. And yeah, and that just proves right there, you don't necessarily need to have a gun.
No.
You know, he could have diffused it with, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, he just went and just took care of it.
yeah, took him down. And that's the thing, people. Pedophiles are cowards. Okay, they are cowards.
Yep.
Absolute cowards. Gutless cowards.
Yes.
Okay, they're not even worth the stuff on the bottom of my shoe.
Yep. Yeah, so that's what we gotta do as men is what that guy did and pay attention.
Yep.
Pay attention to what's going on.
Absolutely.
Because you seen that guy run up, and as soon as he jumped that rail, that guy's head popped.
Yep.
And then he just
Situational
he
awareness.
just went.
Situational awareness, people.
As soon as he grabbed that girl, he's like, no, you don't.
Yep. And sometimes you don't even have to do that because pedophiles, you can spot them because they can't take their eyes off a kid.
Yeah.
Okay? So like say you're in a store and you're walking by an area, say it's a toy area, and you see a guy that don't look like he should belong in that toy area, he's staring down at some kid.
No. Yeah.
Okay? That's when you stop and you hang around
Yep.
and you watch him like a hawk.
Yep.
And if you see him staring that kid down and he don't know that kid and the kid don't know him and he's following him,
Yep.
don't be afraid to walk up and say, how you doing? And lock eyes with him.
Yep.
Let him know that you know he's there. Inevitably what they do is they fade away.
Yep.
But if you see somebody grab a kid like that video Ed's talking about, Okay? The natural compunction is going to be reach out and grab the kid and try to pull him away. Okay? But you don't do that. What you do is you take the individual down because they'll let go of the kid. All right? You take their legs out, you take them down. Once they let go of the kid, then you deal with them. Okay? If they got a weapon, you respond in time. If they ain't got a weapon, then you know what? I don't see a problem beating the snot out of them. And then hold them on the ground until the police get there. Let them lay there and bleed. It don't matter. Okay? And then, me personally, I'd be more prone to say, I hope they find out who you are when you get to prison.
Yeah.
Because prisoners, let me tell you something, other criminals don't like pedophiles.
Yeah, because your drug dealers and your murderers and they all have kids too.
Yeah.
Don't mess with kids.
No. And on
No
top
matter
of
whose
that,
kids
I saw a news report of a guy who got put in prison. And while he was in prison, and it's hard to say, it's probably not going to make somebody happy, but he was in prison because he raped a baby. A baby. I can't remember how many months old, but this was a little baby. Okay? That's what he was in prison for. And guess what? They found him dead in prison. Yeah, you know, the meeting with the Almighty got arranged. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
I believe there's a special place in hell for them.
Yes.
So, and they deserve it. I'm going to say it. But anyways, guys, keep your heads on a swivel. Don't post pictures of kids all the way up to being teenagers online. Don't do it. October 11th, noon, Franklin Courthouse Square, Franklin, Indiana. Be there. We'll call on all men.
Yeah.
If you be real men, be there. It's time we defend children. It's the time we defend women. That's our job, to be the defenders and protectors. That's why God built us. It's time to do the job.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, brother?
No, that's it. It's good.
Guys, I'm going to say this now. If you don't know Jesus Christ as your Savior, in the coming days, trust me, you're going to want to know it. We got stuff coming down the pipe. Next video, we're going to be talking about it a little bit. But God bless you. We love you. If you need prayer, if you have any questions about salvation, comment below, and we'll get back to you as quick as we can, okay? God bless.
God bless.